Years ago, I was working with someone who had been brought out of their field. God was taking them out of their field, showing them the evils of the particular field that they were in, and he proved to them what his truth is. Even though his truth is completely opposite to what we know in the world, he proved to this person what his truth was. As time went on, God also conformed things so that this person was taken care of, even though they had come out of their field. So God wooed them to him, proved himself. What comes next? What comes next, guys? God woos you, he brings you out of bondage, he proves himself to you, he carries you on eagle's wings, and then what does he do? Then he tells you what's required in his covenant. And then he sends tests to see if you're actually for him, if you're actually going to obey his covenant. And the test came. And the test came in a beautiful package. The opportunity to return to that field with all of the boxes checked. All of the things that this person was unhappy with. But what about the things that God had proven to this person? Like that this field was not of him. Oh, never mind that. God has told me that he can use me anywhere. Is that so? God can use you anywhere. But will he? Will he use you anywhere because you decided that all the boxes were checked and this looks good at face value? And the world is offering you security, even though God proved to you that he would take care of you, even when things don't appear by your carnality to be face valid? Here's what I want you to know, guys. God has two witnesses in his law. He requires two witnesses in order for a matter to be confirmed, established. So if you're discerning something with him and you want to know what his answer is, you can't look to the world to give you that answer because the world is deceptive. The world at face value and the prince of the world is going to make you think that, yes, this is from God. God sent this because it checks all those boxes. And the way to know whether that is indeed coming from God, sent by God, because that's what God wants you to seize, is to go back to the two witnesses that are in his spirit and his truth. You can't look to the world as a witness of God. You can try to convince yourself that this is checking all the boxes and that this is what God wants you to do. But if he doesn't testify to it by his spirit and his truth, it's not. It's a trick. And indeed, God did send that, but he sent it to test your heart. Are you going to trust him? In the face of all of this, he takes care of you. He sends you manna in the wilderness, water from a rock, quail. He sends you a cloud during the day to protect you, to shelter you, and fire at night to keep you warm. You didn't know where any of that came from. He sent it out of nowhere. He conformed everything to show you that he would take care of you. Are you going to return to Egypt and convince yourself that what he took you out of is what he's providing you now? You need to go to God and not rely on your own understanding. God took my family out of medicine. Would he have them returning there? God pulled me out of a field that he said was not of him. Would he have me returning there? And God has me standing in biblical faith. He has me doing things that are nuts to the world. But he showed me by his spirit and his truth that this is what he requires of me. And he's instructed me along the way not to trust man and not to fear man or the devil, but to continue to believe that he is going to conform things in a very specific way that is not face valid to the rest of the world. But by his spirit and his truth, he has witnessed to me that this is what I am to do. And I have to stand in it in biblical faith if I want to see biblical miracles. It's not an easy thing to do. You're going to get a lot of offers from the world to go and compromise where God has brought you. Are you going to trust him or not? Are you going to believe that God will provide biblical miracles, biblical provision? Or are you going to go for what's face valid in the world? Please discern this message with God, with his spirit and his truth, not your own understanding.